Hello, and welcome back to Therapist Plays. No, I'm not a human. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a failure. I have failed to not care anymore about the people in this house or what happens to them. Because I tried, everybody. I tried in the last episode to go back to this. Oh, they were such sweet days. Gloomy, lonely, but the kind that make you feel safe. Now I'm constantly in danger because I don't want anything bad to happen to these people now. I have fundamentally changed in a way that there's just no going back from. And so now I have a responsibility to them to keep helping. I feel a little bit like the trope of the dad who's like, do not get a cat. If you get a cat, I will never take care of it. I hate cats. Fine, you can get one, but I'm not going to help with it, okay? I'll never like cats. Maybe just this once I'll feed it. Stupid animal. Can't even take care of itself. Weak creature. I guess you have to pet these stupid things after you feed them. I mean, it just would be impractical to, like, you know, take care of it, I guess, if it's gonna fucking live here, if I have to share the house with it, so. This is dumb. I hate this thing. Oh my god, I love it so much. I think this thing has saved my life. Spiritually and literally. And that's how I feel with all of these people so far. I didn't want to care about them, but now I do. I'm stuck with them. So I think what I want to do now, that I know that the house is safe for another night, under the watchful gaze of that stupid creature over there that I love so much, is we got to keep digging our hole. And for that, I need to energize. I got one more Energeca that I can blast. Wish I had an extra one to pour out for Energeca Man. I'm sure he's fine. Okay. I don't really know what the result of that is going to be, but the man who gave me that stupid cat says I should keep doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. I think we've talked to everyone, and I don't think there's anything else that we can do on the telephone for right now. Still don't really know what I should do with the cigarettes. It's been a while. Should probably after everyone left. Okay, let's not use them then. I like to imagine that our protagonist doesn't want to smoke in case anyone in the house is a non-smoker, as I've grown accustomed to these people. You know, we've given a dedicated space for our resident stoner here. You can blaze up in the bathroom, undisturbed. And for everybody else, you know, I do, you know, have to keep doing my due diligence to point the shotgun at them every once in a while, but I do want to make sure that no one feels unwelcome. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do today on Diplomacy Day, this day of solidarity. So we'll just go to bed. Being at ease, knowing that the night shall pass without any deaths. I do realize that we are out of cat food now, though, and I don't really know if we've got enough time to procure some more. So Kitty's got her work cut out for her. I can't believe we're still getting people at the door as well. Like, how many fucking people have I let in? Great. It's fucking FEMA. However, I have also protected myself by offering a sacrifice. Unfortunately for the conspiracy guy. But maybe this will help with his investigation. Study FEMA's activities, if he's with them. We need more people. It's the only way to avoid a catastrophe. What catastrophe? A fucking major one. The authorities can't contain the outbreak. They're ready to blow up the entire city. What authorities? I thought you're the authorities, and you can't contain it? Like, what's the point of you then? Fucking losers at FEMA. The orders they expect us to adhere, are impossible. If we don't figure out a way to survive, someone else will decide for us. Who? What the fuck is the point of your agency if nothing you're doing is working? I'm fucking saying. I'm out of patience. I'm not arguing with you. Either we break down the door and clear out this whole damn rat's nest, or you hand over two people. Oh no. I only gave one of them a FEMA slip. And I should have fucking known this because they took 2 people last time. Oh no! Oh, they're gonna take someone I didn't account for. You're not the first to try and resist us. We dealt with them. We'll deal with you too. Please let me stop this. I'm not handing it over anyone else. It's like talking to a fucking wall. Here's what's gonna happen if you don't cooperate. We break down your door, take everyone. We leave you behind to die alone. So we're taking 2 people. No! That's the fireman. He fucking hates FEMA. Oh no. Well, like the cigarettes, I'm gonna invent my own headcanon here, which is that maybe the 2 of them, conspiracy guy and the fireman, I imagine them having a little secret conversation around the FEMA guy's back right now, which is like, hey, burnt guy, I think that FEMA are the visitors. And the fireman saying, whatever they are, we know that they're not human. Not deep down anyways. And they get closer and then they say, okay, as soon as we start walking away, we fucking jump the guy. We steal his FEMA clothes. Conspiracy guy can break into the facility, okay? And the fireman can be his sort of like decoy capture. And then they blow the thing up from within. I want to see that happen. And then we'll be on our way. No! Fuck! Oh my god, now this guy. Let us not waste time. How fair my flock. I don't give a damn. I don't know. I actually like the death cult people for whatever reason. They seem kind of down to earth in a strange way. But we're not like obsessed with them. I'm not like joining them or anything. Yeah, they're still here. Thank you for all you've done. I'm sure you are tired too of all the noise, these oppressive times, the confusion. I mean, he's seeing through us. He's empathizing. Death spoke to me not long ago. She hopes to meet you when the time comes. She may offer you a place to hide from everything, even from the end itself. I'm still not sure what to make of the personification of death. The cultists seem to think that she is neutral. She's not seeking the destruction of the world. She's not seeking to take people before their time. It's just something that you have to meet when your time comes. They obviously see it as a reprieve from the ongoing suffering of life, which I don't know if we feel quite the same. I think we've gotten pretty attached to life by this point, and I think we want to keep on living. I'm not sure myself what that means yet, but it does sound tempting, yes? I guess so. I'm back. This fucking guy. What do you want? Tried to find that someone I mentioned. No luck. But I went through a few houses. This place is crawling with visitors. I'm actually really not sure about that. Like, we've actually had no visitor-related deaths since, I think, the Long Gentleman. Like, he was literally the only one who's been killed by a visitor so far. Kind of feels like the place is crawling with humans. Did FEMA give up on this town? Or just this block? What does he think of the sort of confusing way that we test people and how, like, the signs are pretty inconclusive. What if they only show 1 or 2 signs? Then you enact justice as swiftly as possible. Visitors feed on the weakness of the soft-hearted. That's how people get killed in their own homes. I'm feeling, in a way, that this guy kind of mirrors the internalization of what we grew up with. This, like, everything's about strength and weakness, and there's really very little nuance to the quality of someone's character outside of that. That seems to be what we picked up from, like, our father figure, and I think we've internalized a couple of those things as well. But in this journey, we've sort of also learned that there are other ways to treat people, which are maybe this, like, soft-hearted way that he's talking about. And I could see the perspective that, well, if you don't take swift action, they could kill you. But at the same time, us learning to care about people and treat them with humanity, whether they're a human or not, is kind of the thing that's been keeping us alive, actually. Not acting impulsively. We only got lucky the first time that I blasted a visitor away on the first shot. Since I'm here, tell me, do you know a stocky guy who wears a blue denim jacket? He's got a kid. Little girl. Not sure how old. His wife, well, fuck the wife. Oh, he's talking about the neighbor. His house burned down. I haven't seen him since. Only the girl made it out. Your guy's dead. Well, I don't think I should give him the information. I don't think I should tell him shit. Yeah, let's just go with this. His house burned down. Haven't seen him since. Show me you're not one of them. Any part of you will do. You got a gun? Fuck if I care. We'll both go down shooting then. What? Now I'm getting tested? Well, this is quite the turntable. I mean, it's quite clever, though, to include this element that we now get a taste of how dehumanizing it is to just be forced to advocate for your right to live on things that everybody has and really don't distinguish you all that much. I mean, I think it parallels a lot of things, like racism, prejudice, fear of other cultures, or even just the demonization of people who look exactly like you but believe different things. Sometimes we've gotten results with that, but it left us internally tortured. Me, at least. With the poor cashier we didn't get enough time with. And that's kind of what he's talking about. Like, the more that I got to know the young laddie and the firemen and stuff, like, it's quite devastating to see them go, or to wonder if I'm gonna have to put them to the barrel at some point. But if that's the cost of humanizing people, then I guess we've learned it's worth taking the risk. Now, I may be fucked here, friends, because the last time we looked, we had pearly whites, teeth that a smoker could kill for. We just dug out the channel in our basement, so those are dirty. Been up all night blasting Energeca. And these, I don't really know, but they probably don't look too good either. It's so brilliant to put this in here, though, because, yeah, in the course of doing other gameplay mechanics that you're not really sure what the purpose they are, like I'm trying to follow the cat quest in a way, and the limitation on your energy means you have to test people and test yourself and do all kinds of stuff that makes you stay up and take energy drinks. And really, the signs of being a visitor are just the signs of stress. Like, not being able to focus much on self-care. And now you're faced with the same condition that all the people who enter your house do, which is like, you've been through terrible things. You're showing up in the worst condition you've probably ever been in, and that's what someone's going to justify using to kill you. But this man, he's not been through the same journey as us. I think he is kind of who we would become if we didn't try to think differently through this situation than just through violence and repeating the patterns of aggression that we grew up with and that FEMA and the world is asking us to live by. I'm gonna go with armpits. It's just a guess, but these are all fucked. Let's just see what happens. Got some hair there. Looking just all right, actually. You're clean. But that don't mean shit. These freaks can fake it better than I can spot it. No signs. Lucky you. Now get your pits out of my face. I've got bigger problems to deal with. I'll be back. Shit. Okay. So we survived, at least. But if he's gonna come back, I don't know how many other things we'll have to show him that are not signs of being a visitor. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. And also, maybe we've got too many people in our house. Let's take a look outside. On the road stands a crazed man. He holds a gas can and a Molotov cocktail. Is he planning to burn down the whole village? Does he not know these people are in quarantine? Yeah, I'm finding the framing of us and him as opposite directions to go in during a crisis like this. I'm finding that intentional as part of the storyline. This is a man who has followed, without much second guessing, the survival instincts that say, test people, don't give them any clemency, shoot first, never ask questions, protect yourself, and dispose of any humanity you have left because it'll only get you killed. It's a weakness. He's probably what we would become if we followed those ideas as well. And the protagonist, the way that I'm seeing it is like, we find this abrasive. We find it in the same way that we found our father figure abrasive. Like I said, we've internalized some of those, like, only the strong survive ideas. We've even pushed some of them on several of the characters, like the gentleman in the bathroom here. But we aren't really living by them in terms of the choices we've made. And the way we've shown up for the little girl, the way that we communicated with the person on phone roulette, the way that we've become attached to the cat and learned to trust the person who gave it to us without really knowing what the end result is. I mean, we have deviated significantly from who we started this story as. It was purely just a loner with the main assumption that being alone is the only way to keep yourself safe, both literally from threats, but also from developing attachments which only make us weaker. Maybe this is the point where we start to see that some of those attachments have actually been the cause of new strengths, like a familiarity with being around people, a willingness to attach without being terrified of that, of letting people see us in vulnerable moments, and letting those attachments build even though we know we may lose them, like when people get taken by FEMA. We haven't been discouraged enough to say, oh, I'm going to detach now because I could lose these people. And we tried that in the last episode, and it doesn't fucking work. And I think that juxtaposition between us and the hunter out there is doing more of that consolidation of these themes and these changes of our character. It's not making sense for us in here or out there to be who we were, and worse than that. So the only direction to go is being better. Cultists pile firewood into a huge heap. Are they planning to burn something? Their mad plan will likely reveal itself soon. But until then, how many innocent lives will be lost to their cause? Are they dangerous? I don't know if we got confirmation of that. I mean, the ones in my house are kind of peaceful. I know that the news said that they're dangerous, but I don't trust the news. Maybe they're just lighting a little bonfire for the sad doggies out there. The whole group is dead. Hungry dogs tear at their remains. Well, I guess the dogs are doing all right, actually. This really does seem like a dog's world. What is happening to me? Spent shells are scattered near their bodies. Hunter must have killed them and took trophies. The madness of this world has gone too far. It sure has. It sure has. Okay. Another evening passes. Good afternoon. You're watching the news. The situation in the city remains unstable, and the recent lockdown still remains in place. However, a new threat has emerged. Members of the cult have been sighted on the outskirts of the city. Some suggest that they may be preparing a ritual, which appears to involve open flames. FEMA believes that this group may have been directly involved in the recent attacks on quarantine zones. Unfortunately, due to ongoing situations, neither FEMA nor the military can spare a dedicated task force at this time. Wow, FEMA is like the most well-funded, useless, scarce organization there seems to be. If any cult members approach your home, call the FEMA hotline immediately. No. To assist in these troubled times, the agency has also announced a new identifying sign: fungal growth in the underarm area. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. Fungal growth, didn't someone have that? Up next, an update on conditions at the polls. Was it the theater guy? Well, he's gone now anyways. The sun strikes yet again. I like his little pose. He seems like, I'm just gonna lay out the facts for you. Scientists have released troubling new projections on our global climate. If the current heat wave does not subside, meltwaters from the polar ice caps may lead to catastrophic flooding. Researchers continue to investigate the cause of the ongoing climate anomaly, but no answers so far. That's all for now. Stay tuned for updates. Laying it down matter of fact, but also I'm concerned. I don't know how to tell you this, but I have to. That's what this is saying to me. Okay. Well, we've got another day of energy. And some new people to talk with. I think we've... It's just hitting me that the fireman's not here anymore. I'm stuck between hoping he was a human because... boy, was he just a real fucking human guy. But if he was a human and got taken by FEMA, that sucks. But I also don't want him to be a visitor. I hope if he was a visitor that he eats that FEMA guy's face. I think, yeah, we've learned his story. But not this one's. Oh, geez. I hope I can learn how to kill. That this is his default statement. It's so depressing. What happened in the alley? Oh, man. It's hard to talk about, but I'll try. So I thought the alleys would be safer, you know? But the minute I turned that corner, it was like stepping into a graveyard. Just bodies everywhere. Dead ones. And some of them were still moving. Like they weren't quite dead yet. Then at the end of the alley, there was a man with a gun, and he... No more. I don't want to remember. One of the reasons that I love this character is that he is not desensitized to the strangeness of this world or its cruel elements yet. There's a lot of people who we've seen different ways of coping with what's going on by trying to deny the severity of it, by saying that life doesn't really matter, or, you know, I'm strong, I can survive this. And yes, this man is terrified But terror is the appropriate response to what he's going through. He's grappling with, you know, if he could be more desensitized, then maybe he could survive this better. But I like that he's hanging on, even if it makes him seem kind of weak and whatever. Like, I don't care who you are, pretending that the things that are occurring around you are not terrifying when they actually are. I don't see that as a sign of strength. It's a different way of coping, but that this is not a sign of weakness either. This guy's what? I'm stuck between, like, he's a teenager. He kind of gives me teenage vibes, but then he also looks like he's maybe in his 40s. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, maybe it makes me a fucking softy bitch, but I don't care. Fear is not a deficit of having strength. It is the appropriate, correct response to danger. It is the thing that guides you away from danger or through it. And sometimes the way through is being strong and fighting back or whatever, but sometimes it's fleeing, and sometimes it's retreating into whatever area or state of mind makes you feel calm. It's incredibly dismissive to shame someone for trying to prevent themselves from further harm. That's what most of our behavior is in general. And a lot of times it has negative consequences that in the prevention of harm cause further. But this guy's not hurting anybody. In fact, he's actively trying not to. And we love him for that. I love him for that. I don't think I'll shoot him. Don't know why it's in the corner. That was the rule. Dad never gave a damn about rules. Yeah. Let's actually revisit some of these things. Toto, pretty much the only toy I had as a kid. Except for the sticks we used to whack the grass. Gosh, yeah, now that I look at them again, I feel like we've gone through such a dramatic change. From someone who just was the result of their childhood to someone who's actually having a result on the world and the people around us. A good one, I think. Reconciliation Day. I'm honestly better off being alone. I don't know if we believe that anymore. Look how much fun we have with all these people in here. Let's talk to the dreamer. Do visitors dream? Why are you so obsessed with dreams, friend? Who said I'm obsessed? That's a weird conclusion to come to. Well, I guess it's kind of strange. It is the only thing you've talked about. Aren't you even a little curious what our subconscious is trying to tell us? What are we hiding in these heads of ours? We all hide things from ourselves. You, for example, are you avoiding people because someone hurt you? That's what makes all this interesting for me. You know what? I'll tell you about the last dream I had. A huge black train was chasing me. My legs were rooted to the ground. I screamed and woke up. But I was driving the train too, charging right at myself, unable to stop. The duality of man. Chasing oneself, but also running. I don't know how to make the dreamer. I mean, he's a bit odd. That doesn't make him not human. What makes you think the visitors were summoned by death? Because death makes no distinction. Human, beast, outsider. Death is the same for everyone and everything, and all are equal before her. She has waited for a precise moment, and now the time is almost upon us. We must prepare for the ritual. Okay. Why aren't you outside burning things with your friends then? Why are you so eager to find death? This journey isn't our choice. It's the will of death herself. She called us. She yearns for us in her domain. Our mother says that that's why the sun burns so fiercely now, trying to drive us from the surface. Death offers silence, peace, and unity. Her lands are where we shall reunite. We mourn the dead in vain, forgetting we'll meet them again someday. Okay. Reconciliation Day. Why did you choose my house? Your house is tied to death like no other. At first I questioned why our mentor chose this place, but now, all is clear. Death lingers in these walls. Intangible. Suffocating. It presses on the soul. The naked concrete reeks of spilled blood. Do not think we bid you murder. You spill blood of your own accord, without our urging. I believe your bond with death is tighter than any of ours. Okay. Well, I guess part of their perspective seems to be that it's better to accept what's coming than to try to take action to prevent it. And why suffer trying to prevent the harm or death of other people, because we will meet them again. I mean, I understand why they're leaning that way. We're not really there, though. I still think it's worth trying to save these people. Oh, I kind of miss the conspiracy guy now. But we've got another character that we can make friends with instead. Want a reading? What happened to that man? I told him, it doesn't matter what you do, only the color of your aura while you're doing it. But he doubted me. And so life passed him by. One day, I closed my eyes and envisioned the fulfillment of my dreams. I poured all my cosmic energy into that image. If you don't open your heart to energy of the universe, why bother living in your body at all? You could do the same. Close your eyes. Imagine your wildest dreams have all come true. Focus on the vision. Do you know why you suffer? You still fail to grasp that suffering is the purest form of joy. Is it though? So tell me, are you ready to take the next step? Some fine guidance from the other side can help. There are people, experts, who know how to cleanse the darkness. If you like, I can help you connect. I sense you might have need of them. You can reach them here. Oh, a new phone number. And don't forget to tell them that I sent you. Okay. All right. I think that's everyone. Now we'll have to play this smartly. I only have so much energy, and I guess I need to like check myself so that I make sure what I'm showing to the hunter is human adjacent, at least, and to check myself. I don't know if I could get away with showing him the same thing twice. So maybe check my eyes. Oh, okay. We're sleeping okay. Eyes look fine. Not red. Nothing they can pin on me. Okay, so I can show him my eyes. Then I'll be safe for at least another day. And out of the people that are here, I think that this guy might be a visitor, or this person. I'm not feeling like an immediate sense of attachment to them. It's at least worth testing, as we haven't done anything yet with them. So let's see what's changed overnight. I guess we could try the armpits. It's a very armpit-centric episode, because now fungal and I guess not having hair would be signs. For some reason, they hurt, like they're irritated. Odd. I'm a little taken aback by my own reaction. That wasn't very no, not very composed of me. Well, it doesn't look great, friend. It's not quite fungus, but you don't have hair. You look burnt, but not in the way that the fireman was burnt. So not good. Well, it's not that I think you're a visitor. I really don't know. But no, it's not good. I'm really feeling over pulling out the gun on everyone as a tactic for teasing out signs of humanity. That's probably been the most useless detection measure that we've come up with. I'm just going to leave him alone, to be honest. But I think I'm going to give him a notice. Oh, yeah, I don't feel great about it. This is like one of the elements I have the least amount of control over. This who goes to FEMA. Although I don't know if they like skip a day. Like how often do they come here? It seemed like they didn't come always immediately after the first night. I'm only making this determined on the fact that I'm pretty sure, or just want some of the others in the house to not be visitors. And I'm having a hard time relating to the story because they don't really want to talk about like their experience with anything. So I'm sorry, Dreamer, but you're going to FEMA. What's that? Fine, I'll take it. Doesn't seem too displeased about it anyways. How many of those fucking things do I even have? Let's just see. Okay, I think that was it. Okay, well, I don't know, can I get more somehow? I hate calling FEMA. Hello, this is Federal Emergency Management Agency Medical Division. We are now able to provide consultation services regarding official visitor screening procedures. Please state your question. Oh, I guess I can ask about some of these other ones. What am I supposed to do with the ears? Ears? Wait. Let me consult with management, and I'll get back to you. What? Okay, so you don't have any information for me then. What about armpits? To ensure that the underarm tests are accurate, avoid any contact with water. That's probably how you get fucking fungi to grow. Refrain from showering. That's going to cause one of the signs. FEMA is like creating this situation halfway. Okay, this is useless. Let's call for rest and see if we can get anything. We might need some energeca. Or, I don't know, cat food if possible. Can't accept... Shit. Okay. I already have an order in. Not sure what. Let's call it the person the psychic lady told us to. Structure of an apple. The over apple. The land of mushrooms and paper. Fear the of mush. Though it so enchants their meat. Only tears and partings doom. Check her breathing. Why won't you responding? I wish to die. They hung up. This was not quite what you expected. Yeah, this was, well, not the most fruitful call I've ever been on. Okay. I don't know. Not the radio. What's the radio got for us? Oh, there's something. They shouldn't have burned the bodies. If they did something about the remains, it wouldn't have come. Okay, not so much information. Well, what about the cat? Stuck to the cat. Do you have any wisdom for us, kitty? I feel like we're at a crossroads now. I don't know what FEMA is going to do next. I don't know what the mercenary guy is going to do. I don't even know what I'm going to do. What are you going to do? Okay. I guess that's all there is then, really. Well, let's burn our last bit of energy continuing with the dig, if nothing else. Oh, now I just need to not show the hunter my hands. It's getting quite... Oh. Wow, there's actually a whole tunnel here. What the heck? I didn't dig all this shit out. Is this all here? Minor. No, there's a guy in there. Huh? Who's there? Thought I heard something. There's a man under my house. I think. What are you doing under my house? What? Speak up. My ears are full of dust and soot. I can't hear a damn thing. We're under your house? Well, let's hope it doesn't fall on our heads. What Why are you down here? Me and the boys figured we'd dig some tunnels to hide from the heat. We'd barely even started to dig. And look, we found a whole underground network. There used to be even more of them. Some collapsed recently. These tunnels go deep. Real deep. No clue where they end. But forget that, because we found something else. Catch a visitor. I mean, they're pretty docile. Unless it's overnight. What is it? Something interesting? There's a hole. Something's going on near it, too. A real quiet hum. And it never stops. Animals go silent near it. Compasses go nuts. Flashlights can't cut through the dark. Is it bigger than a couple millimeters? Because I have learned to keep my distance from small little punctures in the fabric of the universe. One of our guys went in. I stayed up here, just in case he needs a hand. Listen, if you're thinking about coming down here, steer clear of that hole. We tried digging near it, and it nearly brought this whole place down on our heads. Okay. Are you stuck down here? Huh? Stuck? No, we found something. Dirt's so thick in my ears, it sounds like you're talking through a pillow. Swear to God. What are you looking for? Shelter, damn it! From the goddamn heat. Okay. Some of the same dialogue. We were thinking the visitors use these to move around. Haven't seen any yet. Something else. Did you catch a visitor? What? No, nothing interesting. Strange stuff around the pit. Yeah, so same thing. Okay. Steer clear of holes, he says. Whatever you say, man. Okay. Jeez, it's quite winding. It doesn't look like we can actually go anywhere. Okay, well. I guess there's a hole. Now. Although I don't know if that's really, like, okay, if that's a way out, to where though? Like, as far as I understand it, the sun is gonna burn me alive if I go outside. I mean, what are my options here? I get taken in by FEMA. They just bust down the door and take me. The hunter shows up, blasts me away when I run out of things to show him that make me human. Or I let in enough people that one of them happens to be a visitor and eats my face in the night. Or maybe I guess I can escape, or maybe become a mole man and live in the tunnel. I don't know, to be honest. But, yeah, we're sort of running out of options here. And I'm also out of cat food. I don't know what's going to happen next. Oh, God. More people. Please not FEMA, please not FEMA, please not FEMA, please not FEMA. Oh. That is not FEMA. Can I come in and rest a minute? Where did you come from? And, who is that? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. I'm so very tired. If I don't get some rest, I might just pass out under your window there. Look at our protagonist. No longer even having the option to be so judgmental. He's starting to sound like me. Just everyone we see is a friend. Is your friend sick? Does your friend need help? I love that. We're not even given the option to be a bastard anymore. Well, I don't want to assume too much, but yeah, it looks like they could use some help. Not anymore. When he did need it, no one did anything. Now he's dead. He might have lived if anyone gave a shit. Wow. I still don't really know if I'm providing any value to the world as the protagonist. I really don't. You know, the most I could advocate for is that we're delaying something inevitably miserable for everyone, giving them a last chance at community and safety. I don't think I'm going to save anyone's life at the end of this. Really. Maybe that's all I'm doing, is giving them a quiet place to rest before the end, and in that sense, well, I want to show this young lady and anyone else who comes around that someone out here gives a shit. Come on in! I won't be staying long. I just need to rest a bit. That's very reasonable. They told me this would be our last little chat. Everything is coming to an end, either by our hands or your own. What's coming to an end? Can't say. Funny how you feel nothing at all. Don't worry, we can help. Yeah, why do you keep coming here? And why don't you just break down the door? That's a good question. Also, he's got kind of an interesting look to him. He's like quite swole up top, but kind of thin down below. It's just, wow, it's an interesting presentation. Why do you keep coming back here, friend? You only just now thought to ask that. Have you considered that you were chosen? They send me for a reason. To change something. But the outcome's always the same. You'll die. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then later. You will disappear. But for now, have you let any of us into your home? Every single one of these seems to give something away other than just there's a lot of people in here, okay? I don't know who they are or what they are. Why so tense? Clinging to life like that? What's left that matters? You're all alone now. So, you alone? I'm not alone, actually. I've got lots of friends. So you're ready? Do you feel fear? Yes. Still can't take matters into your own hands. That's why I'm here. Okay, I don't know what, There's a lot of moving parts that all feel like they're bending towards a conclusion for us. And I'm just trying to outlast the worst ones. I don't think there's a good one. I'm just outlasting. Death no longer speaks to me. So that's how the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper. Oh, but everything's just fine with you, isn't it? Your flock are fine. They're still just hanging out here. Yes. All as it should be. Her gaze still rests upon us. I shan't linger. I'll be moving on now. So what's the deal with this death of yours? The day of her arrival is nigh. I can feel it. Yes. It's of no consequence if we don't fully understand what we here summon. What truly matters is this. We are all tired. Yet the thought of eternal nothingness terrifies us. The concept of an afterlife is but a hollow dream, promised by false religions. The cycle of rebirth, little more than endless torment with short breaks between. But death herself, she might spare us from the most terrible fate of all, the void. We have no choice but to keep calling to her. This isn't a daycare. I'm a little more leave me alone. It is kind of a daycare, to be honest. That's actually probably the closest approximation to what it literally is at this point. Look, I don't mind the death cult, but I don't really vibe with them either, so leave me alone. Very well. You've done enough. I shall take them with me, with gratitude, regardless. As a token of gratitude, I could offer you salvation. Join in our rite and find peace. Come, brother. Hold your hand as we march toward death. I've long waited to find peace. No. If you're so eager to die, then go ahead. I'm staying here. Yeah. I have unfinished business. That's the thing. It's not that I'm afraid of this. I think in any reasonable person's mind at this stage, they would be looking at the situation we're in and saying, yeah, peace is, well, the only thing we can hope for after this, if there's no real resolution, but I'm not really ready to go. I'm staying here. Very well. If that's your choice, so be it. Death will claim her due. What was to be done is done. Farewell. Okay. Oh, shit. Someone actually lives here? My bad. Thought the place was empty. I'll head out. Although... Listen, mind if I crash here for a bit? Been a while since I was around, you know, people. Well, almost everyone we've met has been alone, so... Do you think that's a good idea? Sure, why not? Ever since them visitors crawled out of wherever they came from, I've been on my own. At first I figured it was safer that way. But you want the truth, man? I'm sick of it. Tired of talking to shadows. Stuff's starting to get to me. I feel like I'm going nuts. How did you survive alone? No point in lying. I hit abandoned houses, empty apartments. Grab what I can, sell some, keep the rest. Had a moment where I nearly quit doing it for good. Almost. But yeah, I was just about to hit your place. Thought it was empty. No offense meant. But since you're living here, think I could stay for a while? Huh? I got stories. I've seen plenty of stuff out there. I like this man's honesty. I like something about everybody, really. He's honest that he's doing what it takes to survive, but he's not going to, like, abandon his morals in that sense. Now that he knows that someone's living here, he was ready to just walk away. I think I would be a very easy person to manipulate. Because apparently all you have to do is say some shit like that, and I just say, come on in! And then a nice smile, and I'm hooked. Howie! Time to lay my head down like an actual person for once. I think that that's been our mission, folks. Human visitor, like, what does it matter? If we're all gonna die, death cults, get your face eaten, head blown off, like, whatever. We're all gonna die. We might as well try to live the rest of it with peace of mind as much as we can get. And the more that I say this shit, the more I think the fucking stoner in my bathroom actually has the right attitude about it. Which is like, look, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do about any of this? Can we just, like, try to have some fun before it all goes to shit? Come talk to me anytime. Oh man, I've got stories to tell. Got more than a few, in fact. And none of them boring either. I promise. Well, he did promise. Oh my god, there's so many. So many people. Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me. Let me tell you. Might I pop in and rest a minute? Oh, well, she is just a nice old lady, isn't she? What, you choose to walk all the way over here specifically? How long were you walking? Yeah, I want to know what drew you to us. No. I didn't plan to come here. Don't be silly. Yet fate has a habit of bringing us together. No meeting is a mistake, dearie. Since I'm here, that means my feet brought me here for a reason. My eyes landed on your house. Purpose. As it was always meant to be, I assume. I don't follow. Do you need something? Yeah, why did you stop here? Well, she clearly thinks that this place is special, but does she need something? What does anyone need, dearie? A roof over my head. To share a story or two. To lie down and close my eyes, peacefully. And air to breathe, I suppose. I don't need for much. It's just really boring living all by one's lonesome, is all. As I look upon her, I see a mirror. Not of who I was, but who I am today. Someone who has moved beyond the safety of loneliness and into the fear of being lonely. Come on in! Thank you, dearie. I can tell you've been a very entertaining host. And maybe I'll finally find out what's been going on around here. Well, we lost so many people overnight. We lost so many. My 3 favorite cultists. So, I mean, I had to fill up the house. Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Oh, great. Burning houses blaze bright. Screams echo in the distance. Come on in, it's a party. Everybody's just friends here. Literally on fire. You know that madman is behind all this. Could be your house next. Will he come tomorrow? Next week? You'll likely meet that lunatic face to face. It's only a matter of time. So it would seem. Speaking of parties, let's check in on our cultist friends outside. I'm sure they're having a great time. It's become so predictable at this point that, like, something terrible is happening outside my window. Cultists are tied up at the bonfire site. They decide to sacrifice themselves. The thought twists your mind. The fear of death has clouded all reason. People are willing to do the unspeakable. And this kind of madness happens only after a few weeks. It's terrifying to imagine what could come next. Interesting that we call that the unspeakable. It seems the protagonist is critical of looking for a way out that is not trying to do something, but just giving in. And maybe that's a direct result of the choice to not go with the cultists. So, like, what's going on with everything outside right now? It seems like even the sky is kind of messed up. It's just like a blur. The bodies of those who are hiding in your neighbor's basement burn under the midday sun. The dogs feeding on them have fled. Scared, perhaps? What if they ran not from FEMA, but something worse? Shit, yeah. If the dogs are not doing well in this nightmare world, then nobody is. Okay. Little bro is conked out. Stressful sleeping. Oh man, everybody's kind of going through it. Is that singing? Oh, that's nice. I think that's the astrology gal. It'd be nice if she was singing with the little girl in there. That's probably helpful. Okay. What comes next? No. Someone died in the night. Oh no, it begins. Breaking news. Conditions in the city show no sign of stabilizing, and the disaster continues to worsen. With glaciers melting, sea levels are rising at an alarming rate. Coastal areas across the globe, including many major cities, are at risk of severe flooding. Several lakes known to be contaminated with radiation have also begun to evaporate, with scientists worldwide warning that this could result in toxic rainfall. If you hear thunder, seek cover immediately to protect yourself from exposure. Unfortunately, the city continues to remain under lockdown. FEMA has not yet captured all fugitives and has now announced a new sign for identifying the visitors. Oh, great. What is it this time? Rapid pupil movement. When I point this shotgun in your face, keep your pupils still. If they start moving around, you're done for. We interrupt this report due to the risk of an attack on our studio. What? End of broadcast. Oh, shit. Oh, better keep your pupils still, man. Otherwise you're fucked. Okay, well, it's day 12. It's National Windmill Day. My favorite. And we've got a whole new house of people to check in on and get to know. But I do not imagine we are long for this world beyond that. It's more clear to me now than ever, though, after the events of this episode, that we are playing as someone with the capacity and willingness to change. There's really not much more room to second guess whether the person that we're turning into is who we should be. And we don't know exactly what that is yet. We're still stumbling around trying to figure out what the cost of caring really is. Because there is a cost. And that's something that we have to accept. Caring means that loss is painful, that failing to protect them is devastating, and that to become someone new, sometimes you have to give up parts of yourself that once kept you safe, the ones that kept you alone and isolated and selfish. But what you get in return is really quite special on its own. Okay, friends, that's all for this one. I will see you again soon for the next. Take care, everybody. Be good to yourselves, and I'll see you very soon.